Today's hits, yesterday's favorites, Magic 98.3. It's Mike McGinn with special guest Nina Lee in the building. What's going on, girl?
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
We got a lot to get into.
Yes.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Alright, so first off, you came in here and you told me that your mom grew up listening to this station.
Yeah, she's from East Brunswick, so she always listened to Magic 98.3.
Look, plug, I like it.
I don't know how to do the jingle, though.
Do it.
I don't remember.
We just did it before.
I know, but I'm going to mess it
Magic
up.
98.3. So it's awesome. Was like your mom like super excited when you told her she was coming here?
Yeah, she was excited. She's like, I always used to listen to that in my car. That's from where I'm from. And she kept making a big deal about it.
That's awesome.
I was like, okay, Mom,
Mom, leave me alone.
Yeah, because that's what moms do.
So I want our listeners to get to know you because you are performing in New Jersey on Saturday at the RWJ Barnabas Health Arena alongside the Billboard Artist of the Month, Jesse Chris.
Yeah.
So just real quick, I want to get to know you. Where are you from?
I am originally from Manhattan.
Manhattan,
yes,
New York City, girl. How do you deal with all that craziness of Manhattan life?
I love it.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do it.
Yeah, when I moved to Connecticut a few years ago, and we stayed for a few years, and like probably the first few months, I could not sleep because
there was no trucks passing by at 3 a.m.
It was like just birds, and it was silent.
It was the sound of nature, and you wanted like
exactly.
A train.
I used to fall asleep to the sirens.
I know that's how I am with like the air conditioner, like that humming noise.
Exactly.
Just knocks me out. If
right.
it's just too quiet, I'm like, this is awkward. I feel like something is gonna climb out of the bed and kill me.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was feeling.
So growing up in New York, like, what's your like favorite New York thing to do? Go see a Broadway play. Go see a sports game. Go eat a slice of pizza. Because New York is known for their best pizza.
Not really a pizza person.
What? And you're from New York?
I know. It's bad. But, the thing is, I don't really like the things that you would say are normally New York things. I just grew up with. So people who are so excited about going to Times Square, I'm just like, oh my God, get me out of here. Because I cannot be in there with everybody, like, going on top of each other. There's sometimes I think it's nice to go and do things that only New York offers, like Broadway shows, and I really appreciate that. And I think I've always appreciated that since I was younger, and I think it's a really good activity to do if you've never done it. Seeing the sights, because it is a tourist attraction, and it is something that people come from all over the world to see.
Yeah, so I'm like the type of guy, if I go to the city and I see people stopped in the middle of the street blocking my walkway to take a picture of a billboard, it drives me insane. Because, yes, it's a Target billboard. There's nothing special about it whatsoever. Right. Now, how old are you?
I'm 18.
18 years old, and you're about to take the stage this Saturday. Like, you don't get nervous? Like,
no, for me, this is my, like, yoga, kind of. Okay. I mean, I do yoga, too, but this is my, like, zen. I can
never do yoga, by the way. I can't even touch my toes. Like, it's like that. But, yeah, how do you not get, like scared when you have all these eyeballs on you, just watching you, and, probably judging, like, the way your talent and your voice is. And, me, we had this event last week, Teachers Who Make Magic, and I had to go on stage and read a piece of paper, and I was like, for a second, I didn't even know how to read.
Right.
Because I talk on the radio, but no one's watching me. Like, how do you just, like, do it?
The thing is, for me, specifically, I can't make an assumption for all artists or a generalization, but when I'm on stage, everything melts away. I'm in this, I find this, like, high, this euphoric state of, calmness and happiness, because every worry that I have just kind of, like, drifts away. In every other aspect of life, I like things to be scheduled, I like things to be calculated and organized. But in music, it's so organic and so natural that you can't know every step before it happens. So that's the beauty of it. And it, it's just...
It's deep.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, so, like, besides singing, because that's what you are known for, what else do you do that, just helps you get through your day? Like, do you have any other hobbies besides singing?
I actually...
And yoga?
Yeah, I like it. I am fluent in American Sign Language.
Really?
Yes.
How do you say Magic 98.3?
I don't know exactly how to say that, but I mean, I've been taking it for 4 years, and the reason I took it was because I realized that, as you said, I was always defined as a singer,
mm-hmm.
And when someone meets me, that's what they know. But someone who can't hear me, there's other things that I find about myself and other things that someone else can find about me, other things I never even knew I had or possessed. Yeah.
I like that. I want to learn sign language. Now I want to get into your music.
Huh?
You can spell it.
Yeah, how do you spell Magic 98.3?
MAGIC. Magic.
That was good. I like it. Now I want to get into what you are known for, which is music. Why music? What made you choose the path to, you know what, I want to hone my craft and, become a singer and really just be able to express myself through music?
I don't think I ever thought differently. Mm-hmm. It's just what I've always known. Okay. My dad's a guitar player, and before I spoke, before I walked, I was making melodies. And I'm lucky enough to know what I want to do in my life, and a lot of people don't know that. And I've always had this one goal that I've, has never changed throughout my life. And it's never been something that I decided at one point in time. It's just something I've always had and I've always known. Mm-hmm. It's just something that's within me.
Now, you mentioned your dad. How awesome is it to have your father, along your, by your side as you go through this journey? I saw on Instagram you posted you were singing on stage and you thanked your father for being your best friend, being by your side all the time. How awesome is it just to have that support of your father?
I'm really lucky. I have a very strong support system, a very involved and dedicated family who supports me no matter what. And me and my dad share this, mutual passion for music. And it's brought us really close, and it's allowed us to build on our relationship on another dimension. And I'm really lucky to have him to bounce things off of and to know that he's always there as a sounding board for me and always having my best interests.
Good job, Dad. You're doing a good job.
Thank you.
Now, I was listening to your EP Snapshots, and right off the bat, vibes were coming my way from big-time artists.
Yeah.
Definitely Amy Winehouse is in there. That voice is just so powerful. It has that Amy Winehouse soulfulness, and it's just so raw. Like, that talent is crazy. But it's more than just that, because I was checking out your Instagram, and I see your videos of playing the piano, playing the guitar. I'm like, this girl has this, like, Alicia Keys in her, too. Because she's just playing the keyboard and, singing along with it. But then the lyrics to your music, you're just telling a story.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, this girl has Alessia Cara. Because Alessia Cara is, she wants to tell a story and make a difference within her music. And this girl's out here with 3 A-list celebrities, Amy Winehouse, rest in peace, Alicia Keys, and Alessia Cara. We got you all in one. That's crazy.
Thank you.
Like, first off, how did you even, pick up guitar, keyboard? Is there any other things that you play?
I play the ukulele.
Oh my god. I can't even tie my shoes correctly. And you're just over here just killing it right now. Now, I mentioned Amy Winehouse.
Yes.
And I saw your face just melt right there. You were just love it. Was she one of your influences in music? And do you have any other influences that you really look up to?
She has always been, a music staple for me. My sister, actually, she's the one who usually finds the music that I listen to, because she always, finds new music. She's like, you should sing this, you should cover this, you should listen to this. And when I heard Amy Winehouse, I was like, everything stopped, know? This is crazy. This is, when music gives you that, full body, goosebumps, and you, feel it in your body. Mm-hmm. That's what happened for me when I heard her.
Really?
And I was in awe of her talent, and I was speechless, because I was so connected and so taken aback by that.
Mm-hmm.
That, I love...
Do you still, throw on iTunes
always,
or whatever
always.
and just Amy Winehouse?
Always.
Really? So if I were to ask you your dream collab, who would it be? Besides Amy Winehouse.
Dead or Alive?
Dead or Alive.
I would love to... Well, this is alive, but I would love to collaborate with Billy Joel.
Billy Joel. I saw on your Instagram as well. You were doing a little cover of Billy Joel.
Oh well, we'll get
Love Billy Joel.
I'll see you.
Brings me back to my childhood and growing up in the car, taking drives with my parents, my grandparents, and my sister, and that's what we'd listen to. And we'd listen to Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
Your dad had good taste in music, huh?
That's my grandpa. My dad was more heavy metal.
Really?
Yeah. My dad's more like Led Zeppelin and stuff.
Just like...
Yeah, the full, the guitar solo.
Yeah.
That's what he goes
That's awesome.
for. Yeah, so I think it would be pretty freaking cool to be able to sing with Billy Joel because he is a master of words.
Maybe one day, you guys go to, Citi Field. They always play his song during the game. And maybe you and him could just do a duet. We'll get to it.
One day.
Now, I was checking out your website, and I really love the one quote on there. And I want to read it and get your feedback on it, whatever. It says, "I just want my voice to get heard. That's the most important thing. This is who I am. It's not edited. It's not auto-tuned. It's just me. I don't want to conform to what's popular or trendy in order to fit in. I don't want to compromise who I am to meet someone else's idea of who I should be. I just want to be portrayed as myself and no one else." Love that.
Thank you.
And right off the bat, did you ever see that clip where Demi Lovato is like a judge on America's Got Talent or whatever, and she told the guy he didn't know how to sing, and she was just like, well, he was like, at least I'm not auto-tuned, and the crowd just got so silent, and it was awkward. And I love the fact that he just put it out there, like, listen, my talent is raw, this is what you're getting, if you don't like it, maybe it's not for you, but to somebody else, they might love it. And, is that the path you want to go, is just stay true to yourself and not really let the, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say Illuminati. But like corporate music industry take over your music.
I don't want to conform to a box that society has put me in.
Yeah.
I want to speak my truth because otherwise, what's the point of doing what I'm doing?
Yeah.
The point of making music and putting it in the world is something very personal. It's something that I work hard on and something that means a lot to me. So when I'm putting it out in the world, I'm putting it out in the world for all people, for all races, for all genders, for all sexual orientations, for anybody who just likes music.
Yeah.
And I feel like the most important thing is just, togetherness and being real and raw because you don't always get that every day. And I think that some artist back in the day who I've looked up to, like Amy Winehouse, there was nothing fake about her. Yeah. She was real.
No matter. Which is what you got with her.
Exactly. So I'm trying to be the most authentic version of myself, and when I perform, that's what I am. So that's what I strive to be in my everyday life as well.
That's awesome. And we're going to get into your EP Snapshots, but before that, I want to mention how during the student walkout, that was a big thing.
Yeah.
BuzzFeed News came up to you and you performed a song.
Yeah.
And you really got to express yourself through that platform. And how special was that you were able to really get your voice out there and share your song to the world that way?
Yeah, I wrote Freedom after the Parkland shooting because everybody asks what they can do to help, and I really didn't know what I could offer. Like, what did I have that they didn't already have? So what I do is I write music. So I thought if that could bring some solace to people and bring some comfort, that I would be doing something right. Because that's my goal in life, is to make people happy. And to make people happy through music is my goal as well. So being able to put into words what I was feeling about that and perform it so other people could hear it was just something that was like liberating. And because we are my generation, we're the ones who are going to be able to vote. We are the people who are going to make a difference. So I believe that if we all have a voice and we all are united, that it will be much easier to accomplish goals.
That's awesome, because music is definitely that platform where you could really have a say for a lot of people who are, quiet or reserved and don't really want to say too much. You could be the voice for the people, which is awesome. And to get into the EP snapshots real quick, first off, this picture, it's awesome. You got to tell me about your sister, I believe?
My sister.
Your sister painted this?
She's 14. And she
14 years old? That is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, how cool is it that... Did you ask her to do it, or did she just paint it and you were just like, I'm going to use this for my EP?
Oh, no, I had to ask.
Oh, really?
She's like, you owe me like
$5.
No. She has a very high price. She's like, the first blank amount of money you make, it's going to me. I was like, all right.
She's like, I'm not working for free. Like,
yeah, no.
Might be blood, but
She doesn't work for free.
That's awesome.
She has her priorities straight.
That's funny. Now let's get into the tracks on the EP. You got well, first off, every song really feels as if you have an emotional bond to the song. You're not just singing lyrics on a paper just because they're there in front of you and you just want to get to the song. I feel like every song you either have a connection to or you're really trying to tell a story. And I think that's what's really awesome about your music and which separates you from a lot of big time, 3 billion followers on Instagram who are just singing about money and going out to the club or whatever. Like, your music is so much more than that. And I totally appreciate that because I'm tired of the cliche songs that all sound the same. Now we got 5 songs.
Yes.
Airborne, Safe Place,
yes.
Golden Years, I Got This Light, and Willie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you my favorite song off the EP, but first I want to know what your favorite song off the EP is. If you had to choose one, I know you probably love all of them, but if you had to choose one song that is your favorite one, which one would you go with?
Safe Place.
Safe Place. That is a good one, but that's not my favorite one.
I know your favorite's going to be.
Golden Years.
Oh, really?
Really. Because right off the bat, you're telling a story about this lady and a man and how they lasted so long together.
Yeah.
And right off the bat, I heard that. I was just like, I'm getting married in July. I want to last this long with my wife. And I was just like, that's what's awesome about your music is because a 28-year-old man was listening to it. And right off the bat, I thought about my girl how I want to spend the rest of my life with her, And thank you, because that's awesome. I don't really hear music like that. Now, there's another song that is Airborne.
Yeah.
I saw the video, and there was pictures and notes, and I got the feeling that this was more than just, a lyric video that you'd see on YouTube. This was much more than that. Because the pictures and the words sounded so authentic that it definitely had some special place in your heart. Yes. Tell us a little bit about it.
Airborne was written for my great-grandmother, who is 94 now.
God bless.
She lives in Arizona. And my great-grandfather, who was a paratrooper in World War II. My great-grandmother, my great-grandfather passed away when I was 11, and I really had never experienced death, and I didn't know what I could say to explain to my great-grandmother how much I respected and, loved her. So I just kind of sat down, and I didn't know, I loved genealogy, and I loved learning about family history, so I knew some of these stories about my family. And I just got information from my grandma and my aunts and my dad. And I also, my great-grandmother has this giant box of 70-year-old love letters that she kept from the war, World War II. And I was just inspired. And I wrote Airborne. And it's for him because he was a hero. Mm-hmm. And it's also for her because she was the one who stayed at home, and she was the one who kept everything together. So it's for military families, it's for loved ones, it's for people in relationships, long distance, no matter what. It's about love, and it's about, you know, the story is about a young couple in love who lasted through all these hardships.
And it's awesome because, let's say an older couple hears this story, and they're probably just like, I went through the same thing. You know, my husband had to leave me, and I stayed at home, but I kept all his notes. And it still happens today with people going overseas. And so what's awesome about that song is that there's so many people that can relate to it. And what I really love is that in the EP, you actually have a photo.
Yeah, that's their wedding photo.
Which is awesome. Chris, you got this? Get that on camera so everyone can see. And is that like...
That's his patch. That's an airborne patch. And then behind is paratroopers jumping in the air. If you can see behind... No, not behind. It's in the picture. You see the little people jumping?
Oh, yeah, right over here.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They're all through the background.
And that this whole album is just a piece of work. Like an art.
Thank you.
This, even the back.
My mom did that. It's her depiction of me.
Mom works for free?
Huh?
Mom works for free, though.
No.
Mom don't work for free? Come on, we gotta have a conversation.
She's got an agenda, too. Everybody got agendas.
Tell her I'm gonna shout her out on the radio, so maybe that would be good.
Yeah, she'll like that.
So, everybody can check out this EP on Apple Music, Spotify. How can they get it?
YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud. You could go on Facebook. You could go on my Instagram.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. You can just look it up online. It'll come up. Now
we got to talk about this Saturday, RWJ Barnabas Health Arena with the Billboard Artist of the Month, Jesse Chris. I asked you before, are you nervous? You said no, which touche you, because I don't know how you do it. But how many songs are you performing, and do you know which ones you are going to perform yet?
I do. I have a few up my sleeve. I don't want to reveal all of them.
Can't tell everybody.
Because then we'll just ruin it.
That's true.
You
gotta surprise them.
Gotta surprise them.
And what's cool, this show is going to be awesome because your style and Jesse Chris's style, she's country.
Yeah, she's awesome.
It's just so different, but people that go to the show, they're just getting a taste of awesome music from both worlds.
I think we complement each other nicely. I think she's very talented, and I'm very excited to, be collaborating with her on this. I think it's going to be a great experience for the both of us, and I think that,
next month you're going to be the Billboard Artist of the Month. How about that?
It's just fun, we both love to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that, I can't speak for her, but I'm assuming that this is what she wants to do for the rest of her life as well.
Yeah.
So it's just steps in the road, and it's just enjoying the experience. I'm really excited.
Yeah. Well, I'm so happy that you came in, and I want everybody who's watching, listening online to be able to follow you on your journey to greatness on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. If you want to throw out all those handles, if you remember them, go for it.
Spotify
if you just Google Nina Lee
music.
There you go.
Spotify Nina Lee Snapshots is the best thing to look for on Spotify.
Perfect. Awesome.